So with this collective today, we want to really make sense of this weight, this true gravity that you are feeling lately, or this notable tension in your body, in your neck, or any parts of your body may feel this pull, this strong pull, downwards. It's a very strong downwards pull into the ground, okay? And it feels like, sometimes this may feel like, why am I feeling so rigid? Um, why am I feeling even frustrated or confused or irritated? So there is this whys that I'm getting from this collective, but at the same time there is this heavy weight. You just feel like I just cannot get anything done. I just cannot move anywhere. Maybe not not literally, but it's a more figurative type of dynamic here. And what I get is in this collective, one of the answer is a huge ass tree. Okay, it's a humongous ancient tree at its core that roots all the way down into the earth's core. So there's a very strong foundation, as well as a very strong message of being grounded, but it's not really just being grounded as a person in terms of your energies, but it's calling you to, perhaps because you have been feeling ungrounded in a way, like you have been trying to anchor yourself, but it's time now for you to anchor into the right ground, the right soil, the right forest. Okay, and that's how this humongous tree, because it has grounded itself, it's able to reach up so high, so powerfully high and wide, and vast, with its strong branches, and that is the DNA of what you are a part of. Okay, so what I mean by the DNA is that the directory or the direction that you are supposed to head to, according to the messages from your spirit team, is that you have to anchor yourself in a community setting, to be a part of a certain community. It can be, for example, religious, spiritual, or non-religious, non-spiritual. It can be like a altruistic kind of a community, or interest-based community. It's asking you to stop being this lone person, this lone ranger, and to be a part of something, so that you can help to anchor the structure of what this community is looking for. Because this DNA that you hold within yourself, it helps to complete a piece that brings to life the structure, the functionality, a very big piece of the functionality of the organization that your soul is actually right at this time being called and led towards. Okay, so in your mind you may be thinking, but I do not know which community is the right one, to be in. But yet at the same time, in the back of your mind, you already know the answer. It's just that you have many doubts, doubts about yourself, doubts about, whether the past, it will repeat itself, in terms of the complications that you tend to meet with certain people. Yes and no is what I'm getting. Certain dramas really come up again, not in that kind of a super heavy way, but it's coming up in a sense that is more digestible, and it's meant for you to really, treat things less seriously. So this weight I'm feeling is not just about you wanting to be part of this organization or this community, to anchor yourself, to take root, help this community to take root, but it's also part of this weight is also the weight of the past that's asking you, your spirit team is asking you to let go of. Okay, so let's just draw a few cards just from this tarot, the I think it's called the Paulina Tarot. Okay, so let me just get at this. Okay, so while I'm drawing this cards, just in mind visualize what is a community that your heart is being led towards at this time. Okay, and get into the feeling space when you think of this community. Even if there's no community in mind right now, just get into that feeling space, of how it feels in your body right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yes. You're someone that is creative, highly creative, okay? Someone that is on the path of learning. You are someone that always wants to learn more and also to learn with others, and I feel like you're quite an open-minded person. Not really, I wouldn't say your DNA is like an open-hearted kind of individual, but because you have a very logical, rational streak, okay, within you, so that you always want to make decisions in which you want to determine something will work out before you commit to it. So right now, what Spirit is asking you to do is to not just rely on your rational, your logical mind, but you have to focus on your emotions. This is the Knight of Cups, you see, and wow, it's powerful. It's like a triumphant, feeling triumphant, feeling extremely motivated based on what you feel emotionally, based on what you feel strongly within your heart. The pure desire that's rising up, that's pushing away all systems, all ideas, all beliefs. Okay? And it's rising up from this well of creativity, these colors of your soul that it's seeking to anchor, seeking to commit to and create with others. This is a group thing that I'm seeing. You're not meant to stay alone at this point of time, or in the near future. You're called to step out and to immerse yourself, to learn, to experience the activities or the creative process with others. Okay? Yeah. So it's like so what I did feel in the beginning was, apart from that humongous tree that you are called to be part of, individually you are like a spider. Okay, you are a spider that has a lot of essence or the material of the web, the web that it spins, right? There's a lot of material within you and you feel like you're exploding. There's a feeling of imploding within yourself. There's so much web within you that's asking you to actually start taking action, sending out those applications, sending out those calls, going down to the locations, start meeting up in the groups that you are supposed to meet up with. Okay, so what this happens is when you spin your webs of action outwardly from internally, you're releasing this tension, releasing this stress, this heaviness, this weight that is not meant to be within you. You're supposed to lighten your load. Okay, so as you lighten your load, you actually stretch your network out like a web, and that's where the magic happens. Okay, that's where the magic happens. The world, you're connected to the divine network. You're connected to both the divine and the materialistic network. Okay, you're trying to unify them. You're not so. Okay, what I'm sensing is part of it is the resistance towards the material world. There are certain prejudice, that you may, or resistance that you may feel towards the material plane, or the people that operate strongly in the material side of things. Okay, but the thing is, it's important for you to find a spot of unity, a bridge that can connect, a link way that you can connect with the divine and the material to coexist and co-create. Yeah, that's the reason why we come here onto earth. That's why we choose incarnate in certain countries to be integrated into certain uh, societies, religions, educational systems. So yeah, you're on a road of creativity and learning, and it's showing, and you're here to create this network, to help to be part of this puzzle piece that whatever community is looking out for you right now, right? It's really needing your DNA. Okay, so yeah, does it make sense? I'm not sure, but hopefully it makes sense for you. Okay, so let's draw out an oracle card. Yeah, I can feel like there's some tingling in your toes, physically or energetically. Yeah. Okay, this one, just this. Drifter, right? Let's see. Experiencing life as it comes. Okay, drifter. Yeah, this is what I feel, right? Is a medicine to be a drifter. Sometimes we have that prejudice like, oh shit, like I don't want to be that dreamy person or the dreamy Pisces. Okay, no judgment towards Pisces people, but sometimes there's this prejudice towards dreamers, people that are seeking for higher aspirations rather than the practical. It's because that sometimes people think that it's much too impractical to bring certain quality of ideas. It's impossible to bring them down on a practical level to help others. But what I feel right now for you is you're meant to connect deeply with your spiritually creative roots, right? Because your DNA has awoken, so you're meant to connect with it so intimately, so strongly, that you resonate this down to the systems that are, or the people that are seeking what you have. Okay, no matter what it is. And I feel that you're going to be paid for it. So you're not just being part of the group, but it feels like for some of you, some of the collective, right, it's like a side passion or a voluntary basis or side hustle. But for another collective, another pie chart of this collective that I'm reading for, you'll get paid, pretty well actually, and unexpectedly. Okay, so this is an opportunity where you have to embrace and make the ideas make sense for whoever or whatever community or organization that you are serving. Okay, seems like it's going in a career kind of a direction or leading you down a career direction where you start to figure more things that actually resonates with you in places where it doesn't seem like it would, but it actually does. Okay, in the end, being a drifter. So let's see what's next here. This is fun. I like doing this actually. Okay, slowly figuring out and with the messages, unmarked trail, revelation. Okay, you're meant to do this. You are meant to inspire the growth, inspire transformation in people's lives, in people that are going to learn from you. You are like the trailblazer. Okay, this is important to recognize how uniquely powerful as a trailblazer that you really are, because you tend to have many unique ideas that actually are usable on a practical level, although it seems quite amazing. Like some people think that whatever ideas, whatever possibilities that you can envision, they would think that it's totally impossible and impractical. But you are able to find this middle stone here that harnesses a balance between the two worlds, the divine and the materialistic, the soul essence and the physicalized manifestation. Okay, so this is what human creations are different from what AI creates. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence just rehashes all the resources that have all the information that has been built up within this ecosystem, within this AI library. But for what human does, when humans create organically through the divine, I'm not saying like just through the materialistic level, through the survival based instincts, when we connect with the divine, that's how the true human touch can really make a difference in people's lives. Okay, this is it, making the impossible work. Okay, you have the power to do that, to transform. And as you do it, you realize that you become more confident as an individual. You realize that, oh, this is how I externalize the confident persona that I usually see when I'm with myself or when I'm with close friends and loved ones. But people outside of this close circle, they don't really see it. But when I commit to this, commit to this work here, commit to this community or organization or creativity, this type of dynamic, I start to feel much more, to feel more me. I feel more of myself, and I feel more confident in the shoes I'm stepping into. I do not have to second guess myself because I can see clearly now where my value lands on earth, lands in the things that would truly really benefit people right on face value. Okay, I'm not sure what you're creating, okay, but it seems to be something that's really amazing. Yeah. Okay, so let's pick out another card here, see what's next. Okay, so now you have this idea of where you are coming from and what is the medicine of the drifter that you are validating within yourself, and also the transformation medicine that you're meant to bring to wherever you are supposed to commit to. Let's see what is the next chapter here. Okay. Okay, this is the next chapter, this one. Wow, the magician's sword. See what I've been telling you? Confidence in your magic. Confidence. This is it. Confidence. Okay? You are confident in your own magic, and it shows. It's real. It's your true charisma is coming out. This is your inner sun that is coming out, that is of great influence. Okay, the key word here is influence. The fire of influence, the fire of transformation, this magnetism, this charisma, it's activating right now, and you have felt it for quite some time, for months, or even more than months, even starting to grow more and more within you, and you feel that it has to be projected outwardly, not just stay stored up within you. Okay, so this is amazing. I really love this card. Freaking amazing sword. It looks like the sword that I don't mind carrying if I was on a hero's adventure. It's amazing. Okay, so yeah, confidence is what you need and what you have within you, and it will show up, it will expand, it will pull you on to the right path that leads you to the next best step for you. So what I'm sensing is that this next step right now, as you currently are, it doesn't feel that, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, but it is the right step for you to anchor yourself. And then when you learn more, when you contribute more, when you grow more, we are able to use your medicine as a dreamer down in a way that helps to build their structures of the community that will the systems, whatever that they are creating, you will be led to the next step that you feel more at home with. So I'm getting a sense like at the third quarter onwards, when you are in this new space, new place, before you leave this new place eventually, at the third quarter you will actually feel the feelings of home, and you feel like, wow, I'm in my comfortable zone already. And then you'll feel like, yeah, it's time for me to, for some of you, is to do your own thing. Yeah, to do my own thing. Okay, you feel that kind of sense of confidence in yourself. You feel a sense of home within yourself, and the power and the determination, because this confidence will take you through, it will take you far, okay, for this ever evolving journey of yours. Yeah, so if you resonate with this message, to take the next step forward, to be this creative individual that shows others how miraculous, your ideas really are, how amazing, how fluid and creative, inspiring your ideas really are. Yeah, just feel free to subscribe to this channel to see more and see how your journey unfolds in the next few videos. Okay, so yeah, stay blessed. I'll see you on the next one.